12 gauge ammo. Still pretty hard to find these days, but not too overpriced. Pretty affordable still, considering what's going on with other types of ammunition. Some stores still have limitations. You could only buy 2 boxes. The home defense buckshots are even harder to find. Those you can't really buy as many as you want. Some stores will let you buy more, but most stores will probably sell the birdshot and different practice ammunition for these 12 gauge shotgun rounds. We'll go over some of the different types. These are the steel dove shots. So these are made of with steel BBs in there, steel pellets, meaning they're not allowed in indoor ranges. They are not allowed in some outdoor ranges because there's a fire hazard that these could cause a spark and start a fire. So these are good for hunting, and some places don't let you hunt with lead-based ammunition, so you have to use the steel pellets instead. So these are the steel ones. These are pretty cheap, actually. This was probably the cheapest out of all of them. I think it's like $8 to $9. $9 probably for 25 of them. Then we have these Winchesters, extra light. So these are good for practice. They're pretty light. The recoil isn't bad at all. Here's their specs, and again, a good round for practice. Then we have these white rhinos, which are a little heavier. They come in this blue shell. You can see all these tiny little pellets in there. So these have a little bit more velocity, a little bit more weight, and a little bit more kick. However, I was able to find these. These are going for about $10 to $15, I believe, for a pack of 25, which is still not that expensive, considering what's going on today. Then we have these old, well, they're old for me because I've had these for many years in the garage and I just dug them out and found them. These are the classic bird shots. They're actually a little heavier, a little more velocity than the other ones I showed you. They say heavy dove, so I'm assuming they're for bigger birds, but I use them mostly for practice and, you know, just shooting at the outdoor range. Then we have these Fiocchis, same thing, birdshot, practice rounds. These are only 1 ounce, less velocity, chilled shot, which I'm not exactly sure what that means. You could look it up. But all these rounds I showed you are 2 3/4. They're not the larger 3-inch shotgun shells. And then finally we have these Wolf double-aught buck 9 pellet buckshots. These are the ones for home defense. So these are more expensive than the rest of the ones I showed you. They come in either a 5-shot pack for, I believe, about $6, and then there's a 10-shot pack for, I would think $10 to $15, maybe $12 if I recall correctly. But again, all these are pretty affordable, somewhat hard to find, especially the buckshots. But overall, 12 gauge doesn't seem to be marked up as much as some of the other pistol rounds.